The last enemy. Why Jesus and the cross cannot mix. A covenant teaching. Peace to the remnant. This is Augustus. And today I'm teaching on something that religion refuses to touch. Why Jesus and the cross cannot mix. Not spiritually, not linguistically, not covenantally, not biblically. And the scriptures that seal this truth are 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 14 through 18, 1 Corinthians 15, verses 26 through 28, and 1 Corinthians 15, verses 55 through 57. When you put these passages together, the contradiction becomes undeniable. So let's talk about the law of separation. 2 Corinthians 6, 14 through 18. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. What fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? What communion has light with darkness? What concord has Christ with Belial? What agreement has the temple of God with idols? God is not asking questions. God is drawing boundaries. He is saying, do not mix what I have separated. Do not unite what I have divided. Do not join what I have forbidden. This is the law of separation. This is the law of identity. This is the law of covenant. So the moment you try to unite Jesus with the cross, you violate the very law God established. Jesus and the cross are opposite governments. The word Jesus means salvation, deliverance, restoration, alignment, life. The word cross means obstruction, burden, contradiction, misalignment, death. One aligns, one misaligns. One restores, one obstructs. One gives life, one produces death. So what fellowship has Jesus with the cross? What concord has Christ with misalignment? What agreement has the uncrosser with the thing he came to remove? According to 2 Corinthians 6, the answer is none. And when we go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 26 through 28, we realize the last enemy is death. Now watch how Paul builds the case. He says the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. destroyed, not carried, destroyed, not honored, destroyed, not worn as jewelry, destroyed, not turned into a symbol of faith. Death is the enemy, and the cross is the instrument of death. So if Jesus destroys death, he cannot be covenantally united with the tool that produces it. Life cannot be joined to the instrument of death. Victory cannot be joined to the weapon of defeat. This is not theology. This is logic. This is scripture. This is covenant order. And the cross is the sting, according to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 55 through 57. Paul continues, O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Death has a sting, a point of injury, a weapon, a tool. The cross is that sting. The cross is wrong's sting. The cross is oppression's sting. The cross is death's sting. The cross is misalignment's sting. Jesus removes the sting. The cross is the sting. So how can the one who removes the sting be united with the sting itself? How could the uncrosser be joined to the cross? How can the destroyer of death be joined to the instrument of death? That is a forbidden mixture. That is a covenant violation. That is spiritual contradiction. Jesus never wore a cross. Jesus never wore a cross because the cross was the thing he came to defeat. You don't wear the thing you came to destroy. You don't claim the thing you came to remove. You don't identify with the thing you came to overcome. He carried it once as a burden, and then he left it behind. He didn't resurrect with it. He didn't return with it. He didn't mark his people with it, because the cross is misalignment and Jesus is alignment. The remnant must come out from among them. This is why God says, come out from among them and be ye separate. Separate your identity from the cross. Separate your covenant from the cross. Separate your language from the cross. The remnant cannot mix life with death. The remnant cannot mix alignment with misalignment. The remnant cannot mix victory with the sting. The remnant must be separate. The remnant must be aligned. The remnant must be uncrossed. So in closing, hear me clearly. Jesus and the cross cannot mix. Not by scripture, not by covenant, not by identity, not by divine order. Jesus destroys death. The cross produces death. Jesus removes the sting. The cross is the sting. Jesus aligns. The cross misaligns. This is the law of separation. This is the law of alignment. This is the law of the remnant. I'm Augustus. Peace to the remnant.